Hey everybody, my name is Phillip Shepard. I'm a local real estate agent located right here in Northwest Arkansas. And today we're talking about how to get ready for this, it's gonna be kind of wild, a little crazy, spring market here in Northwest Arkansas. So let's talk about that. But before we begin, if you could like and share this video with a friend or family, that would make the world of difference. I try to produce as much content as humanly possible about Northwest Arkansas, obviously. So liking and also sharing with your friends or family just make sure that everyone can live, work, and play all in NWA. So thanks a lot, guys. I appreciate it. Also, if you haven't been down to Northwest Arkansas quite yet, I made something called the NWA Starter Pack, and it sounds exactly what it is. It's literally a starter pack full of all the delicious, cool things of Northwest Arkansas. So if you want to know about the school systems, if you want to know about the hospitals, if you want the maps, if you want the itineraries, so if you want to know about all the things Northwest Arkansas, enter your address below, enter your name below, and I'll get that package shipped to you right away, literally right to your home. Also, kind of cool little thing, it does come with your first free mountain bike, so that's kind of cool. And also, it is my favorite four-letter F word. Free! So enter your information below and I'll make sure to get that package shipped to you right away. All right, so obviously in America and around the world, people like to shift around places around America specifically. In the spring market, obviously, people are getting out of school, people shift around, new jobs, new opportunities, thinking like, springtime, I want to get out of the dumpster fire state that I'm currently in, meaning maybe Chicago, LA, Portland, Seattle, Austin, just ideas, just thoughts. I'm not putting names out there. But let's say, for instance, you want to get out of that actual area in the springtime. We're going to talk briefly about what are those things going to look like for basically how to help you get out of your state area, and then what to actually start preparing for when it comes to Northwest Arkansas, when it comes to the housing market here. So this first part is about people obviously looking to move to the area, maybe you haven't been here quite yet, but the first thing that I always recommend, if you haven't been here, definitely come visit. It is a awesome area, obviously, in all year long, but the springtime is just magical. Obviously, all the greenery, all the growth, new springs, the whole thing. The trail systems are galore. So many people come here. It's really just a fun community, obviously throughout the whole year, but springtime is just a great time because we have spring very early here. And so rivers, lakes, the whole thing. So definitely come here. Great experience. There's so many events going on outside. And it's one of those kind of all the farmers markets, all the things are happening. So definitely come here first to visit. Now, if you haven't been here to visit and you don't know if this is kind of the first time learning about Northwest Arkansas, great place to live, hundreds of miles of trails, big businesses, a lot of startups, a lot of jobs, a lot of opportunity. So kind of keep that in mind. Definitely check out my whole channel all about Northwest Arkansas. But obviously, definitely come visit if you haven't been here quite yet. And if you haven't been here to check out the whole area, definitely let me know when you're coming into the area. I love giving tours, love kind of showing around people around the area, whether you're looking for an apartment or obviously for a home for sale. But on top of that, meeting for coffee, just kind of talking about the whole area, and obviously just kind of shooting the breeze about what brought me here. I moved here from Chicago 3 years ago, and I could have moved anywhere I wanted to in America, but I chose here specifically. And so maybe sitting down for coffee, talking about those different things, and then seeing how awesome Northwest Arkansas is. We can go to Bentonville, we can go to Fayetteville, we can go to Rogers, we can go anywhere. Sit down for coffee, just hang out, and just kind of get a tour of the area. So that's the second thing I would recommend, is letting me know when you're gonna be here so I can put it on the calendar and make sure that I can give you the $10 tour. So that'd be pretty fun. And then thirdly, for people that are thinking about coming here, maybe to check out the area, the third thing is actually I would recommend coming around the spring break time. So obviously maybe you're thinking about shuffling down to Northwest Arkansas for the next school year. Maybe bring obviously the kids down for spring break, check out the whole area. Obviously it'd be interesting because a lot of spring breaks are obviously varied across America, whether it's certain parts of March, etc., because they obviously break them up differently. But the cool thing is obviously coming down during spring break. Let me know when you're gonna be here, but definitely come down during spring break. A lot of fun, there'll be a lot of people here, new communities, the whole thing. So maybe that might be a good time frame, maybe to drive down here, or if you're farther away, to fly over here into XNA, the airport. But definitely come over here during spring break. It'd be well worth your time. It'd be definitely a fun vacation, and also a good time to see if this is the best place for your family. Whoa, before we jump on to the next point, I have something brand new called Instant Home Updates. So maybe you're looking to move down to Northwest Arkansas and you're using things like Realtor.com or Zillow.com. Way too slow. Notifications, way too slow. That's why I made something called Instant Home Updates, and it sounds exactly what it is. It's literally Instant Home Updates. So enter your information below, square footage, bedrooms, bathrooms, where do you want to live? Enter all that information below, and I'll make sure you don't miss a single notification when it comes to homes for sale or for rent, all in Northwest Arkansas. Also, every single Friday, I send an email out just kind of talking about all things NWA. What's going on here? What's the Walmart Amphitheater doing? What's going on at the moment here? What's going on at Crystal Bridges? What's going on over in downtown Rogers? What new business are moving? There's so much going on here. So much. So enter your email below. Every single Friday, I send that email out just kind of summarizing all the cool things that are happening here, events, all the cool things. So enter your email below, but a little side note, you will get a little fear of missing out, a little FOMO, so to speak, but I promise you will be the most informed person eventually when you make your way down to Northwest Arkansas. Now we're shifting over to, you've been here, you see how amazing Northwest Arkansas is. Now what are those next steps? And obviously the first step is getting your house on the market if you need to sell a house, and obviously getting that all ready. Now here's kind of a couple recommendations just from my perspective. The busiest time of Northwest Arkansas and kind of all in America when it comes to housing market is usually between like parts of March, but definitely April through June, just because that's kind of the big shuffle across America. And so I recommend, usually for the sake of easeability, is to sell your home if you need to put your house on the market around like March or April, and get something called a delayed occupancy. And your agent, your realtor up in wherever you're from will know what this means. Basically, you can sell your house and stay in your house for 30 days, sometimes 45 days or longer, until you're ready to move. And so essentially what happened is that you would actually like sell your home. You wouldn't own it, but you'd kind of rent it back to the current buyers, the current owners, until you're ready to move. So this way it would give you flexibility to come down here, check out the area, and on top of that, pick out a house, give you some more leeway time, and then move down here. And kind of like as your kids are getting out of school, shuffle down here. So that's kind of the first thing I recommend, is definitely looking into something called a delayed occupancy, where you stay in your home after you sell it. It makes life a little bit easier, to say the least. And then in the meantime, whether you're selling your home up wherever you're coming from, but definitely sign up for instant home updates. Obviously I talk about this on the channel all the time, but making sure you're up to date with all the homes around Northwest Arkansas. And I know obviously like Zillow.com, Realtor.com, they're all very slow, but instant home updates, this way I can cater what exactly you're looking for. You don't miss a single notification. And this way, it's kind of a communication between you and I, just kind of seeing like what you're interested in and making sure you're updated with all the cool things around here when it comes to housing, both rentals and also homes. So making sure you're signed up for instant home updates. So this way I can be aware of what you're looking for, and I can keep my eyes out, my eagle eyes out, to make sure that if there is something like that maybe we're missing, that I can find it, and then we can make sure you find the absolute best home for Northwest Arkansas. And the last one, when it comes to people who have already kind of discovered the amazingness of Northwest Arkansas and you're moving down here, is that sometimes if you can't get a delayed occupancy, or you need to shuffle down here faster, definitely reach out to me, because I can help you find something I call like a short-term rental, like an Airbnb, but kind of off the market. So this way it's like a furnished Airbnb in whatever city you're looking for. That this way you can shuffle down here, keep stuff in storage. You don't have to move 4 times, so to speak. And then we can get you into like an actual furnished Airbnb. And then you kind of go month to month after that. So usually a good time frame is like 3 months is a good time frame for an Airbnb, like a furnished one. This way you can get down here, kind of get settled, check out the area, and then what we can do is we can start looking for homes, or obviously places to rent. And then what we can do is actually close on that home and then get you in there. So it's not like, you can kind of avoid unloading multiple trucks, so to speak, and just like unload into one house, the actual house your house you're gonna live in. So that's kind of my recommendation, is just reach out to me via email, text, or call me anytime. And then this way I can kind of start hunting for you for a short-term rental. So it just makes life a lot bit easier. All right, that's all I have for you guys today. Again, if you are thinking about coming down to Northwest Arkansas, download my 3-day itinerary link below. Maybe you're a adventurer, maybe you're a sports person, maybe you're a foodie, maybe you're a sightseer, maybe you have kids. Whatever it is, there's a 3-day itinerary link down below for you. So go ahead and download it and use it when you get down here. Also, when you come down here, I can give you the $10 tour, so I can kind of show you around the whole area. Plus, we can check out some homes for sale or for rent and see how far your dollar will go in Northwest Arkansas compared to where you're coming from. All right, guys, let's see you next one.